My last video I talked about how I climb the ranks in Overwatch 2. In this video, I'm going to explain the fastest ways to climb the ranks. This will include the best characters to play, what you should be doing when you're in a game, and the best strategies there are to win. The first thing I'm going to talk about is target priority. Stop shooting the full health tank. Focus on the tank if he's antied or low on health. If it is on full health, you're doing damage that is just going to be healed and charge the impactful support ults. Focus your fire onto the supports or the DPS. They are far easier to kill than the tank, and they provide more value for the enemy team if they are alive than they are dead. You want to target them first, as it is far easier to fight a 4v5 than a 5v5. Now we will start with the best characters to play. For support, the best character to play is Moira, with Brig in a close second. The reason I think Moira is the best character to play is because of the large amount of damage she can do without needing good aim. She also does ungodly amounts of healing as well. The sole reason why Moira is the best support and not Brig is because you need a slight amount of skill to hit your whip shots, and if you're missing them, you're providing little to no value in teamfights whatsoever. The best tank to play is extremely easy to guess. You could probably guess it, but hands down, it's gonna be Roadhog. I didn't want it to be Roadhog because he always gets destroyed by a single anti-nade, but considering how easy he is to play and the amount of potential he has to carry teamfights all on his own is insane. As well as his high self-sustain, he needs little to no supports unless there's an Ana on the enemy team who keeps anti-ing you, where you need a Curie to cleanse it. After the rework, there isn't really any hard counters into Hog anymore, as Orisa is a lot worse this season than she was a few seasons ago. The best DPS to play took me a while to figure out. I was tossing up between Reaper and Soldier, but eventually found a character that doesn't need extremely good aim, is very forgiving with positioning, and does so much damage and kill potential it's amazing. The best DPS character, after a lot of thought, has to go to Junkrat. Now, don't get me wrong, I hate this character. Between the ricochet of his grenades, the fact he can provide value by feeding, and his trap are all really annoying. The only problem is that Junkrat doesn't have self-heal, which means you do need to rely on your supports for healing or play by health packs. Now we have gotten past the best characters, the next thing we're going to talk about is what you should be doing in a game. At the start of every teamfight, you want to take note of three things. Where is your tank? Where is the enemy team attacking from? And where are your supports? In the case where you are the tank, you want to know where the rest of your team is. If you are playing DPS or support, unless you're on a flank, don't move past your tank. You are asking to die. The tank's job is to provide space and protection in front of the space the tank is cleared, and past the protection of the tank is basically feeding. Positioning is the next most important thing in this game. More important than movement, more important than aim. Next is making use of high ground. I am sick of watching low-ranked players not use high ground. Every map has access to it. It provides a massive advantage as it provides cover and makes it a lot easier to shoot the enemy. Speaking of shooting the enemy, next thing is aim. If you want to work on your aim, don't use external programs like Aim Labs, and also don't use the practice range. You want to use custom game codes like Code Baxter, which does basic movement and strafing for the character models. Each character in this game has a different hitbox, so it's best to keep aim practice into the game. Next thing to note is watching your replays. When you're watching your replays, you want to look out for three things: what you did wrong, what you could have done better, and what you did right. The most important of these is what you did right, as you want to give yourself the confidence that you are performing to the best of your ability, and surrounding yourself with negative energy won't help with ranking up. Something you could have done better could be, instead of healing the half health Mei, you could have shot at the enemy team. You could have shot a support instead of the tank. Simple things like that make a difference if you take note of it and improve over time, but it still provided value towards your team. And then, what you did wrong, it is important to look out for, as it's what you need to focus on the most. Why did you die there? Could it have been prevented? Could I have killed someone before I died? They're the things you need to think about, as well as positioning, target priority, and movement. There is more I would like to cover, like communication, cooldown control, ultimate economy, and other in-depth stuff, but I don't want this video to go on for ages, and you will all lose your attention. Would like me to do that, I will make an in-depth video, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I hope you all really enjoyed this video or found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if there is something I could have done to make this video more engaging. But other than that, I hope you all stay safe and stay healthy, and have a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening or night. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Until then.